With the first pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select.
Let's go straight to the draft, guys. We had the draft this past week. We're here to cover it for you live right away. Minnesota had number one. They had options at Edwards, at Wiseman, at LaMelo. We heard all day today that they might be involved in some trades, but guess what they ended up doing? They ended up taking Anthony Edwards. Caleb, what do you think about Minnesota taking Anthony Edwards? Do you see the fit there? And please explain to me why he hates basketball, because I need to know why a player that goes number one doesn't like basketball. Why is he the next Willie Cauley-Stein? Go.
I absolutely hate the pick because I just don't like Anthony Edwards. I didn't even before this quote came out where he says, truthfully, I don't love basketball. He says, I don't even watch it. He goes, I dunked and I was like, hey, this can take me farther than football, which is like the absolute worst thing you ever want to hear somebody say, because Dennis Smith Jr., I think last year or something in an interview even said like football is his number one love. Because he was highly recruited in football as well, but he chose basketball because of his athleticism, right?
Yeah, because he could sling his wood, right?
Some people have natural talents. They just happen to be slinging that wood. But, Anthony Edwards, he has a lot of athleticism too, right? But he has a big body, no homo. Like, he has good build for the NBA. I think he can still be good, but it really comes down to if he can just be like, all right, I'll start trying. You know what I mean? Because –
yeah, I mean, you have to kind of like the game of basketball to be good at it. It's not rocket science. We've seen it before with players that just don't really want it as much. They're high lottery picks, and they just end up becoming busts, and that's not an exaggeration.
Andrew Wiggins.
Exactly. We see these players that are like, oh, I have all this talent, and mainly I have athleticism. So what we think to that is, okay, talent, athleticism, and skill equals development and progress and production. But that doesn't always work. A lot of it has to do with their work ethic. And I'm not going to say that Anthony Edwards doesn't have good work ethic because I personally don't know him. But when you say things like that, that to me tells me, okay, this guy's not very serious and he's just here for a check. And that sounds to me like a guy that would sign with the Sacramento Kings. So I do not want players like that. Minnesota taking him, I think they'll regret it. I'm going to be honest. I think they'll regret it.
Maybe they think, well, we mishandled Andrew Wiggins, so we know what to do this time. Maybe that's what they think, but I don't know. The last thing I'd want to hear when I'm about to pay somebody like $7.5 million right away on the first overall pick contract, the last thing I want to hear them say is, I don't really love basketball. That's like SpongeBob saying, like, I don't really feel like it. Like, well, you kind of have to. You're getting paid $7.5 million. And in an NBA player, what do you get in an offseason? You get like 3 weeks off before you have to start training again. This is a year-round job. And to hear a guy say, I don't really love it.
Especially in this draft where usually we're talking about this with sweltering heat. This is the first time we have a draft in November where it's about to be Thanksgiving and we don't know who's going where. We just found that out today. So that gives you, 3 weeks to get ready for the NBA? The preseason starts on December 10th. It's currently mid-November. So that gives you 3 weeks to get ready. And if you're not ready, you're going to get dogged in the NBA, especially with all these talented wings. All I will say is good luck.
Yeah.